More on the topic of making sure that you manage the payment process with your trades and your builder. One of the things that can happen is you can pay too much deposit. So they try and front load their claims and they will claim a large deposit. And so it's important that you know how much deposit they're legally allowed to charge you. That varies from state to state, and don't pay any more than what's asked of, that's required of you. But the other thing is they'll often charge you for materials. So how do you manage that?
Well, sometimes they do have to purchase the materials up front, and again, that should be an agreed amount. So you sometimes find this maybe with joinery, or even if they're supplying tiles and things like that, they've clearly got to buy all of those up front. And it's not unreasonable that you should pay for those, because if it can't come out of their initial progress payment, or if it's something that extends over a period of time, they would actually end up being out of pocket before they could actually claim the money. So it's a case of, again, requesting for that in writing up front and know what your upfront costs are. And as I say, that would be more around tilers, and even if your plumber is buying their sanitary ware for you and things like that, which it can be an expensive item. It's probably better that you buy it yourself, to be honest. But anyway, if you do it that way, that's something that you may require to purchase up front and therefore pay for it. But again, I think it's important to make sure that you keep him responsible for any damage or anything like that occurs, to be honest.
So reasonable to ask for photos of the materials, like if it's in,
Yeah, so again, maybe using the plumber example, quite often they like to have their sanitary ware up in advance, so they know that they can, particularly for setting pans or in-wall systems, to make sure that everything's in its correct place. But you actually don't want that sort of left lying around site, because there's a risk of damage, and it won't actually be installed until all of the waterproofing's done, the tiling's been laid, etc. So it could be, in some cases, several weeks before you actually use it. And I think it's important under those circumstances that it's probably kept off-site. And again, if that's the case, it certainly wouldn't be unreasonable to ask for photographs to demonstrate that he actually has purchased the goods that he said he has, and that you haven't paid him for something which you don't have any evidence or proof. Or you could even ask him for a copy of the invoices just to confirm that those goods have actually been provided. It's just a little checks and balances to make sure he's being honest.
So if you have enjoyed this information and you'd like more, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you're notified when we produce a new video. And I hope that helped. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Bye.